Hey everybody, this is Nathan Martinez and welcome back to Nathan Cartoon and Plush Studios. The channel, I'm basically an artist, a plush tuber, a gamer, a reviewer, and a whole lot of other stuff that I can do in this channel that I can think of. So before we can start literally anything, I just want to say that the reason why I've been absent or neglecting my channel is because I was really busy with my personal life. Like a lot of drawing, catching up with my friends, and etc. etc. And it's also worth noting that I really want to try some other types of videos so I don't have to stick to one, which in this case we're doing toy reviews, if the title didn't give it away. So without further ado, here it is, the toy review you've been waiting for. The Lava Castle diorama set from the Super Mario Bros. Franchise. So as you can see, the box shows the figures and accessories inside, along with the name of the set, the company's name, Jakks Pacific Works, the ages 3 up sign, and there's the choking hazard warning label sign, with a stock image of Mario jumping high above it, where he's underneath the logo of the franchise this set is based off. On the top, you can see a different angle of the characters inside. On the top right corner of the bottom, you can see the company's name again. On the bottom left, you can see the barcode, and the rest is just a lot of copyright and useless information that basically everyone doesn't care to read, like I do. As for the left and right sides, all it shows is Mario leaping off from the sky, where we see the franchise's logo on the left corner, while above that are the toys and figures that this box came in that we'll be taking a look at today. And as for the back, it's very similar to the front, where it has images of the figures and the accessories, the franchise's logo, and the name of the set. But the main difference is that you can see a little blue circle that actually tells you that there's one accessory that has a movable feature. On the bottom area, you can see some other sets and diorama that Jakks Pacific Works made, and it advertised you to say collect them all. And of course, on the top left corner, you can see the iconic Nintendo seal of approval, although it's tiny in my video. So yeah. Okay, so now let's see what's inside the box. So let's mention the background, which is meant to be Bowser's castle or domain. As you can see, the architecture is really dark and gothic, and the colors and the aesthetic and feeling is all dangerous and fiery, and you can tell this ain't a safe place. I mean, this little puddle of lava tells you otherwise. Why does the texture looks like tomato sauce got mixed with orange paint? So the background they use is again from Bowser's castle, so they take a screenshot of the background from the modern video games and place it in this cardboard very nicely. And it's really good to look at. Again, the lava is so good, and the texture for the floors from the video games is pretty solid. No pun intended. I do want to mention, when I first tried to stand it up, it actually falls to the ground, and that's because it's meant to be for the box and not the actual set. Which I thought it was a disgrace because it says diorama, not accessory pack. Now it's on to take a look at the figures themselves. First up, we have Mario. He stands at 3 inches tall and 1.5 inches wide. As you can see, he's in this fire outfit, which is why the hat is white and his overalls are red instead of the red cap and blue overalls that we're used to. Even if you have like the basic knowledge of what Mario is, you would recall that Mario is able to become Fire Mario by picking up a fire flower and use that to shoot out fires to defeat his enemies and burn objects. As you can see, the colors and the sculpting of this character is really outstanding, and it does resemble the character from the video games that we all know and love. You can tell how much effort they went to make this character look good. From the outlines to his overalls, to the buttons, to the shoes, to his gloves, and even his face and hair. It does look a lot like Mario that we know. Now the interesting thing about this figure is that it has like this white string that's like hiding Mario's left eye. I don't know why mine has that, but it's there when I take it out. For movable parts, you can twist his arms left and right, give it to make him look like he's doing the chicken dance. And for his right, you can actually twist it right into a 360 degree. And although his head looks like it could move, it can't due to the size and the sculpt of this figure. And of course the legs don't move, so he's just more of a statue than a figure. Next we have a flying Goomba, which is a Goomba that can actually fly like in the 3D games, or in the 2D main games he just hops around. Like most Goombas, he stands at 2 inches tall and 1 inch and 3/4 wide. And as for the wings themselves, they're exactly 1 inch tall and 1 inch and 1/4 long. As for the sculpt, just like Mario, they look pretty impressive, and they do look exactly like the game counterparts. But for some reason, one of its eyebrows is going in while the other is popping out like a sore thumb. Probably just another factory error like the white line that's hiding Mario's eye. For movability, you can pivot his head up and down a little bit, turn it left and right, or you can just jiggle it around just from grabbing his feet. And of course, the wings move up and down and can turn in a 360 degree. Weirdly enough, one of its wings cannot actually go up and down while the other can. To put it simply, it's just stuck there. Like, all I can do now is just improvise a specific direction so it won't be an issue. So I'm not gonna like force it to pull it up and down. So it's just gonna be like this forever. And our final figure is a Spike. He's wider than an inch, 1.5 inches long, and stands about 1 inch tall for the shell, or you can say like 1 inch and 1/4 high because of the middle spike. For the details, he looks a lot like his game counterparts. Well, to me, he's basically the most accurate. From the shell to the bottom to the palm of his feet to his face. I would say that the figure is going to be my favorite of the entire set. For articulation, you can only move his legs front and back, and that's about it. So you can just like basically like go crazy with his legs, and you can just make it look like he's walking because he just waits for anyone to like step on top of him until they die. Now for the accessories, I want to point out something that I thought was part of a set, which are 2 floating blocks. One you can like just smash bricks, and the other is solid. It's 2 inches and 1/4 long and 1 inch and 1/4 tall. At first I thought it was gonna be part of this set, like it could have like a transparent piece to make it look like it's floating in the air like something that Lego did. But no, it's a piece of cardboard that is meant to be on a box and not to be part of a set, so that was a waste. For the actual accessories, here's the fire flower. It stands about like 1 inch and 1/4 tall, 1 inch and 1/4 long, And the base is basically 1 inch long and 1 inch wide. Yeah, at least the letter doesn't require a quarter long or wide or whatever length of the side is. I'm not good at jokes. So for the details, it is very cute and very accurate to the video game. From the petals to the roots to its face, it is very authentic to the games. For its movable parts, it doesn't have anything movable other than have like a flimsy body. It's more like a little statue. Overall, it seems unnecessary, but it's a cute addition because it's a fire flower. And finally, we have this spinning line of fireballs. It stands about 4 inches tall, 1 inch and a quarter long, and 1 inch wide. For the details, you can tell it's in a more gothic-like appearance because of the unsettling and unsafe nature of Bowser's castle. From its cube shape like stones from the bottom and top, and in the middle with like its spear shaped bricks. It does make sense as this architecture does fit the vibe of Bowser's domain, and it is a really good obstacle course. Wait, why did I say obstacle course, you may ask? It's because it is a trap, and its main mechanism is that the fireballs can spin in a circle like a windmill. So it's a pretty cool accessory from this diorama. As for the fireballs themselves, they're 4 inches long and have an inch wide. So it's basically flat because the Mario games are just mostly side scrollers. There's some exceptions like the famous main 3D Mario platformers or the other spin-offs games. As for the sculpting of this, it does look really convincing, and the paint job convincing as well. They did an amazing job making the fireballs look as realistic as possible. Because of the main Mario games being side-scrollers, you would see that most of the world is portrayed to be like a flat picture, because that's how they're supposed to be. But because of the diorama having like 3D model sculpting, we try to turn it around, and yeah, it looks awkward on the sides and even the back. It does show you the insides and that's how it works. Like you would see this tube thing on the bottom. I don't know why. Where is it meant to be? And you see a lot of screws and a lot of pieces. That's how it's supposed to be put together. And on the top back, you can see the screw spinning as to show how the mechanism is supposed to work. Well, it's an interesting education, I guess. So there you go, guys. A look at Jakks Pacific Works Super Mario set of the Lava Castle diorama set. Overall, this is a really cute and great addition to my collection. Well, basically the start of my Mario collection. And I'm pretty sure that some Mario fans would go and pick this thing up and adding it to their collection. And yeah, I'm sorry if this video was awkward, and I'm not very good at improv, and I wish this could have gone better. But overall, I really like to make videos, and I hope to make more like this in the future. And I hope you like this gadget club avatar I made. This is Nathan Martinez signing out. How long have I not noticed that my lightsaber wasn't in my hand the entire review?